Approaches to community development. Introduction. Since community development has more or less become a permanent feature of the modern-day administration of human efforts, some ways have emerged relating to the implementation of the program. The approaches to community development are functional, operational, and structural approaches. This study session will discuss the three major approaches to community development. Learning outcomes. When you have studied this session, you should be able to discuss the following forms of approaches to community development: functional approaches, operational approaches, structural approaches. Functional approaches to community development. In discussing the approaches to community development, it must be borne in mind that the viewpoints of three main groups are always involved in the process. These groups are the participants, the government agencies, and the professionals. The participants are community members who are thirsty for community development and would go to any length to improve their community. Amadike, 1989. The government agencies are essentially bodies outside the community, such as the various levels of government, voluntary associations, and philanthropic bodies. The professionals are change agents who give guidance and directions for the achievement of the set goals of community development programs. Those professionals serve as an intermediary between the participants and the government agencies. As far as the government is concerned, it cannot satisfy the yearnings of the people in different communities. Its technical staff cannot do everything everywhere. Therefore, it believes that the people in the various communities concerned have to do something for themselves in order to better their lot. Although assistance from government cannot be ruled out, yet the people have to act fast. On the part of the participants, community development is the normal means of solving group problems and achieving common goals. Adewale, 1996. For the realization of these goals, it is imperative for them to acquire new skills, develop new attitudes, and imbibe new knowledge to enable them function effectively in finding solutions to their problems. The professionals are meant to help the participants to gain control over the community development process. In effect, they became architects fashioning out learning experiences for the valuable results. The outcome of this marriage of relationship and functions will be community improvement via the building of structures, good planning of programs, and development of additional social services. Operational approaches to community development. Anyanwu, 1992, identified 6 different operational approaches to community development. The approaches are therefore discussed. The matching grant approach. In using the matching grant approach, a community, through the contributions of its members, engages in self-help projects with the assistance of its local authorities. The state government may indeed provide some forms of technical and financial assistance in this regard. The grant here is actually the money given by the government to the community to add to whatever the people of the community have as their own contribution to project. Since most governments have a tendency to complain about depleting resources, the approach is a way of reducing government's problems and, at the same time, boosting its image at a very low cost. Usually, after a community has saved some money, it calls on its local or state government to help it realize its ambition. Anyanwu, 1992. The projects that are relevant here are those usually too expensive for the community to bear alone. Example, water or electrification projects. The directive approach. The government is the sole decision maker here in terms of what the people need, and also the sole supplier of the resources needed to see the project through. The members of the community do nothing but wait for the body that is coming from the government. The question is often raised as to whether this type of project should also be referred to as community development. Non-directive approach. Here, the people themselves take the bull by the horn to execute their project themselves and only report to the government when they have completed their projects. Integrated approach. This approach takes into consideration the fact that all the resources of a community, whether physical or monetary, governmental or voluntary, must be used to carry out community development activities. And this approach is seen to be more than mere physical development. Even the socio-cultural values of the community are considered for development. The sectoral approach. In this approach, different agencies, professionals, or government ministries may undertake various development programs within the same community. Such programs may include programs on health, agriculture, housing, education, recreation, or cooperatives. Such sectoral programs are usually undertaken separately and without any coordinating machinery. The multiple approaches. In this approach, a team of experts may seek to provide a variety of services such as education, recreation, medical, or any other services to deal with the totality of community problems. The main thrust of this approach is that community development is such a complicated process that it should not be handled by a single expert. Structural approaches to community development. The structural functioning of a community depends largely on the impact which community development has had upon the socio-economic improvement of such a community. Three basic elements are relevant in the process of community development. A change or changes in any of these elements will automatically affect the others. The first of these elements is structure. The structure of a community is very important to give it a definite identity. This includes the social relationships within the community, the existing subgroups, and the relations among such subgroups, the emerging social hierarchy, and the leadership that sustains it. Community development involves the purposeful effort of members of the community to better their living conditions. It fosters the satisfaction of basic human needs and equips the community people with the wherewithal to probe in the structured diversion of thrust, which creates a framework for their community. Abiona, 2006. The second element has to do with the function of a community. The community's development-oriented function may bear on its agriculture and industrial services. This provides the basis for the socio-economic factors that promote community development. The culture of a community is the third element in the structural approach to community development. Anyanwu, 1999. This has to do with the pattern of living in the community in terms of the community's way of life. The aggregate of community development is that the way a community conducts its life must point to the people's method of farming, their artifacts, and their utilities. Study session summary. In this study session, we discuss various approaches to community development. Specifically, we first mentioned the functional approach. We also examined the operational approach, which has 6 subdivisions, such as the matching grant approach, the directive approach, the non-directive approach, the integrated approach, the structural approach, and the multiple approaches. The last major approach mentioned was that of the structural approach. End of study session 4. Thank you for listening.